Good morning, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Melanie Funches, and I'm a family support specialist. And this morning, we're going to be talking about how to expand the village and by incorporating family support specialists into clinical teams. In our time together this morning, we're going to enhance our knowledge of the role of the FSS. A lot of times people don't know what it is, so we're going to learn and we're going to talk more about it. We're going to discuss the role of the FSS in a clinical team and what values that they bring. We're going to dispel myths and misconceptions about what an FSS is, so you'll know what it is and what it's not. We're talking about partnering with family support specialists and working with families, and how to determine if a family needs an FSS. And we're also going to take some time to hear from you to find out what potential barriers or challenges you'll see to doing this work, and how, and if there are any ways in which in our time that I can support you with some brainstorming, some problem solving around making it so that it's good, so we can include FSSs in all the work that we do, and we can all increase our understanding. What is a family support specialist? A family support specialist, or family support or family peer support, is a peer support person, someone who has lived experience as a parent or caregiver of a child with mental, emotional, and behavioral challenges, who has received very specific training to help work with families in meeting goals and in encouraging and empowering families to be able to be the best advocates for their children that they can be. Now, certified family support specialists can do a variety of things. They can they empower and encourage families, but they also can do support groups. They can do community engagement and community education around families and around mental health. They are an invaluable part of a team because they can, from a lived experience perspective, offer knowledge to families and knowledge to communities and knowledge to clinical teams, so that they can understand what it is to be a family of a child with a mental, emotional, behavioral challenge. Why would you use an FSS? Why would I need an FSS? Peer support is a culturally responsive intervention. No one can tell going there how to get there better than been there. And family support specialists serve as that been there perspective that can help families to understand where they're going and help them to navigate systems. Family support specialists engage families differently than other providers. We are able to empower parents differently and also able to call parents into accountability differently because of the peer status that we hold and the way that enables us to make relationship. Family support specialists are able to help clinicians in helping families meet their goals. And we can partner alongside to help support families and to also unearth what barriers or challenges there may be to having goals being met. Family support specialists can also help with some of the immediate needs that a family is facing, so that they can focus on wellness and on their clinical support. And because of the relationship that family support specialists are able to build with families and how they're able to help to engage them deeper in care, they can also lead to a lower no-show rate in the clinical environment. In the clinical team, the family support specialist is a very special component because the family support specialist can serve as a content area expert on families and can work with clinical teams to problem solve different challenges around engaging families, or in helping figure out what challenges may be to families in any part of receiving their care. The FSS can act as a cultural broker between provider systems and families because family support specialists are bilingual. They know system language, but they also know family language and how to take some of the complex concepts that exist in our provider world and break them down into ways that families can understand and engage with. Family support specialists are able to help foster camaraderie between families and create a more effective working team. because they're able to sit in that space where they've seen the different perspectives. They're able to be that glue person, and they can also, like I said before, to help families to support clinicians in families meeting the goals. Many times people will say, well, that's a case manager, like no. So we're going to take this time to talk about what family support specialists are and what they are not, so that we can all build our understanding of the difference of what a family support specialist provides. The role of the family support specialist is a unique role that offers peer support to families. Family support specialists are a guide on the side that is working to empower families and give them hope and encouragement so that they can become the leaders of their child and family teams, so that they can be the best, most effective advocates that they can be. The role of the family support specialist is to work themselves out of a job with a particular family. That in a prescribed period of time, that they're able to work with families and be able to give that family the skill that they're able to manage and navigate systems on their own. Certified family support specialists, while they bring their lived experience, which is a critical bit of knowledge, they also receive 60 hours of training and 80 hours of shadowing. They are trained in high fidelity wraparound, child and youth development, special education, laws and rights, IDEA and 504, and recovery models. So family support specialists, while they bring that lived experience, they also bring a set of theoretical knowledge that they're able to deploy and use to help families move on toward goals. And that lived experience, I keep coming back to the lived experience piece. No, like I said before, no one can tell going there how to get there better than being there. And being that we are families, we are able to have a more authentic conversation about what's going on with the families and other providers. And families, because they know we've been there, are more apt to open up to us and let us know what's going on so that we can help them meet their goals. Partnering with an FSS can be invaluable for helping families because FSSs are able to attend meetings with families. They can attend IEP meetings, doctor's appointments, school parent-teacher conferences, and they can also act to help bridge the gap between those folks and the families. They can help families understand what is being said in the IEP meeting, or what if their doctor is saying something they don't quite understand. They can act as a bridge to make sure that the family comes away with a good understanding, and that that they can support them and make sure that their voices are heard. They can help families build skills in real time. So as things come up, because the family support specialist is heavily engaged with the family, they can help families in real time to work toward their goals and build skills. And they can also reinforce the skills that the clinician is doing in the clinical practice, or that the skill builder is doing, or what other members of the team are doing in the home with the family. The family support specialist can help reinforce those goals and those skills. So you may say, well, how do we get an FSS? How do we do a referral? So if you have a family with involvement in up to 3 systems, now what we all know is that families are involved. Families don't live in just one system. So most all children have a touch to the educational system. They may have touch to the medical system, the mental health system, the juvenile justice system, the child welfare system. Any of these systems facing significant challenges or having problems overcoming a barrier. And we define this very broadly. And with a lot of the trauma and things that we're experiencing in our community right now, there's a lot of opportunities where this could be the case. Families that need some emergent care. What we're saying to you is that there's all these different ways that you can say that a family is needed. But if you believe a family could benefit from a family support specialist, just let us know and we can review on a case-by-case basis. I want to hear from you all. What do you think are some of the potential opportunities, challenges, and things around FSS? And this is not a rhetorical question, so I need y'all to talk to me.
Hi, my name is Raina Madej. I'm at 2100.
Hey!
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I'll just say that I've had wonderful experiences with our FSS workers, and they're very supportive. If you could, and this might not be something that you could answer, but clarify their role versus the role of like a Tennessee Health Link.
One of the primary things around family support is the child is not our client. The parent is our client. And our role is to come alongside the parent to make sure that the parent has all of the skills and knowledge and the confidence that they need to be able to do these things. So what I'm hearing about Tennessee Health Link, the Tennessee Health Link is making sure that that the focus is on the child, make sure that the child gets the medical appointment, to make sure the child gets the shot they need to get. What the family support specialist does is work with the parent to make sure the parent has the knowledge so that they don't need a Tennessee Health Link.